Hey everybody, this is Trash Coffee Podcast, episode 35.
What was the other one?
33, 32.
Y'all always confuse which episode
Yeah,
it is.
I'm glad you know.
34, 35. This is 35.
Okay.
Wait, what? Let me just go to the spot.
That one was 35.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Tierra. This is 35. This is 34. Anyways, it's
Miko,
30. Yeah.
what was, nigga, alright.
It's 2020.
Yeah, it's 2020, that's how it matters. Alright.
I don't like those people that do like seasons.
Oh yeah.
That were, like season 1. Like that's kind of.
I guess it's kind of smart to keep them counted. We
Yeah.
stopped at 8 and it was like, yo, and then we know because we
Seasons.
just going to 8, you know what I mean? But nope.
Fuck no.
Not this guy.
Unlimited.
Episode 372.
Nah, this is 30. This has to be 35. I can't know. 34. This is 34.
No, it's
34.
Not. No, it's
It's
not.
34.
No, it's not. We did Trey already, and I yelled out Carib. We just did 2 other shows just now. This is our second one.
Oh, you're right. Oh, we're behind. 35. This is episode 35.
This is so unprofessional. I'm sorry,
You
bro.
did 2 or 3
You-
today?
Yeah,
Already?
two.
You've been working hard.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Shit. We did unlimited hours, so fuck it.
Nah,
How does your headphones sound?
they're loud, but it's fine.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
It's just
what
us,
number are
bro.
you at?
He's 4.
4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Even better.
Yeah.
Cool. Sounds good?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I'm gonna turn it up just a smidge. There we go. That's
Alright, for sure.
Alright. Alright, man.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself.
Alright, welcome to Trash Coffee Podcast. I'm your host, Devon.
I'm your co-host. Isaiah, you know what I mean? AKA the Don.
And what's up? I'm Cipher.
No, I was about to get to you.
Oh, okay.
I was figuring out my other name.
Jumping the gun.
He's
Yeah.
a sicko. No, that's good, bro. Because people don't introduce themselves.
Yeah.
They should.
Yeah.
It's their show too that day. You know what I mean? Thank you for that.
Alright,
For
cool.
sure.
So, we're introducing our guest.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead now.
Oh, you want me to do it? Or
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
no.
it?
you-
Well, Cipher. He's a
Cipher.
Cipher, okay.
Cipher, baby.
Where did you get the name from?
That is a tough question. I struggled for like a few months, probably like 6 months, trying to figure out a name. You know, like I've been making music forever, and I was like, what do I really want to pick for a name to market out there? And it was tough. It was a tough one. It really part of what helped was that
Did you like Cipher Hill?
Cipher. I did, yeah.
Okay.
I looked up ciphers actually, and there was like a shitload. There was like 80 on Sound. Actually, like 500 some on SoundCloud.
I was about to say, it has to be 1,000,
Yeah.
if not a billion.
A bunch on SoundCloud, like 80 on Spotify and a shitload on iTunes.
Mhm.
Just
And
people named Cipher.
yeah, and none of them had more than like 10 followers or something
Yeah.
crazy. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm maybe even worried about it.
Exactly. It's your name now.
Yeah.
It's very
Alright.
simple.
What made you get into music?
I just love music, man. So it started off with drums. I guess I would just always play drums in the car, just like on my knees or something, just
Okay.
dumb stuff. And I wanted to play drums as a kid. And in 5th grade, at the end of the year, I moved to live with my dad from my mom because my parents were divorced. And at the school I was at in Texas, I couldn't play drums until I got into middle school. And then I moved to my dad's in Kansas, and I had to start in elementary school. You couldn't start in middle school.
Really?
So I like missed out
Yeah,
for some dumb shit,
that's crazy.
What? I've
Do
never
they take it
heard
that serious?
I guess. I
You
don't know.
gotta, you
I was-
have to be a pro.
I know, I'm like-
Kansas and, not old enough.
I don't think
Texas.
I've ever heard that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's.
Never mind.
fucked up.
Well, that's where it started.
Yeah,
And
that
so-
does sound about right, actually.
That's sick. Anyways.
No, it does. Like, a school I went to was like, you gotta be in this motherfucker for a minute to do this shit.
They were calling you stupid.
It's an art.
Oh, they were calling you stupid. Anyways, yeah.
I was like, I just want to play, man.
Yeah, just like music.
I don't know. He was on. I was like,
I was like,
it's
that's
art.
supposed to teach me. This is school.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
I'm
the
supposed to come in here as a pro or what?
As a kid.
Yeah. 6th grade, what is that, like 10, 11? you know.
Yeah,
It's
wow.
11, 10,
Yeah.
10, 11.
Because I started drumline in 6th grade, and that's when when you're young is when you learn stuff faster because you really don't know anything.
Yeah,
So I
see,
learned
just a
how to read
sponge.
music real fast. I learned how to play real fast, and shit, I was ready for another instrument by the end of that year. I just thought football was way more important. But yeah, why the drums? Just your favorite?
Yeah, it was what stood out, and
Yeah, African history.
no,
Oh,
not that I know of.
You gotta do the Ancestry.com, bro.
You do.
I do.
Nah, but that might link you to like a murder and your family member dead.
That's fine. I
And
got cousins that are murderers.
I'll know why I'm a beast then. I
Yeah,
guess.
there you go.
That
was gonna go.
had me fucked up. I was like, hold
I
on.
feel that. I feel
A
that.
beast?
I feel that. That's fun.
Yeah, okay. Fuck it. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, the drums is something though, bro. I think it's the best instrument besides the trumpet.
Well, I actually didn't get to play, and I had to wait until like 4 years later, and I finally ran away from home, and it was craziness, and I made it back to live with my mom again, and they got me a drum set.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on, you ran away from
I
home?
ran away from home
Hold on, when you was in Kansas?
when I was in Kansas, yeah.
You didn't run to Texas though to your mom.
I couldn't, man. I didn't
Yeah.
have her address or her phone
I
number or
was
nothing.
so worried for you.
You
I was
didn't have
like,
her address or
No,
phone number?
no.
How?
I was 13, 14.
Yeah, just
It was,
didn't know.
you know, I didn't have a cell phone. There weren't cell phones back then for kids, you know, like
It wasn't common to have a phone as a kid.
living out in the
Yeah, it
country.
Oh, yeah. Especially Kansas, and then you're going to Texas.
Yeah. Didn't have a computer. I didn't have any of my own stuff, you know. It was just, I'm lucky to have a bedroom.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So, what age did you run away from home?
It would have been 13 or 14. Let's see, it was, I think, 8th or 9th grade. It might have been 9th grade.
Yeah.
I don't
Where'd you go?
remember for sure. So I ran to next door neighbor's house.
Oh my
That's
god!
usually
I was thinking you went to like Texas or California.
Well, it gets crazy though.
Yeah.
It gets crazy. So I called the cops from the neighbor's house. So it's a crazy story. I don't know if you want to hear the whole
No,
story.
I mean,
Unpack
if it has anything to do with who you are now, of course.
It has a lot to do.
Yeah.
with it.
Go ahead.
Unpack it.
Go ahead.
Living with my dad was just crazy. It was a crazy situation. I was
Shit,
like,
my bad.
it was abusive. It was just nuts.
Yeah.
And the day that the straw that finally broke the camel's back, that day, I woke up that day, and my stepmom was like, usually I would wait till my little brothers woke up because my stepmom was always nice to them.
Yeah.
But if they weren't around, then it was like free range,
Yeah.
to beat my ass or whatever,
Yeah.
whatever she was gonna do.
Was she white?
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm trying to figure out why that.
Why is this relevant?
I'm curious. I'm just curious. Like,
What, you don't think white people beat their kids too?
Not really.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, go ahead.
We're gonna get cultured today.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Teach us something.
Yeah.
bro.
So I was living out in the middle of Kansas. I wake up. Usually I wait till my little brothers get out of bed before I get up because I don't want to be alone with her, right? And so that day, I woke up and I went to the bathroom and I was gonna go back to bed. And I was like, that was my normal thing. I'd wake up before them, take a piss, go back to bed, wait till they woke up. She came. She was in my bathroom, and I don't know why, because she has her own bathroom. There's like two other bathrooms in the house. And so I wake up, and the light is on, and the door is cracked, and so I kind of like push it a little bit to peek in, and I'm like, oh shit, she's in there, go to the bathroom. So I went back to bed. Well, I get up later after my brothers get up, and she's like, so I saw you looking in on me in the bathroom today. Are you trying to get your rocks off? Are you trying to do all this stuff? And I'm like,
Oh wow.
I don't even.
I know, like.
I don't know what you're talking
As
about.
a kid,
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about?
I hadn't even like ever masturbated
Yeah.
before at that point, so I had no clue what she's talking about. And so
That's so bad.
Yeah, wow. Do that to a kid, bro. Hey, go ahead, bro.
so
That's
she
fucked up.
so she's like, well, if that's how you want to be, and you don't want to be part of this family, then you can get the fuck out. And I was like, okay. Well, she didn't cuss.
Yeah.
She was Christian.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she was a real Christian. Damn, cuz.
Apparently,
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the real Christians will kill you.
Well, they don't spare the rod either.
they just beat their kid.
Yeah, they just.
Mhm.
That's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So, so she says, "Oh, you don't want to be a part of this family? Fine, you go outside." And I'm in like pajamas, and barefoot,
Yeah.
and that's it. And it's Kansas, and there's like 3 or 4 inches of snow on the ground, and it's cold as shit outside.
Yeah.
So she kicks me out. She's like, "You sit outside the front door. Don't go on the other side of this fence so the cops can't see you if they go by." And I was like, "Damn, she is serious right now."
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, she was.
And
She knew protocol.
yeah, she did.
She's
And
kicked out a couple kids in her day.
And so we had some cats. We had a few adult cats, but they had just had a litter of cats, so we had like probably 6 kittens. And I was sitting out there in my pajamas, just like in the fetal position, sitting on the concrete, you know, in the cold. And I was taking these cats. I remember taking the cats and stuffing them down in my shirt to stay warm, you know, because I was cold as shit outside. And I finally was like, you know what? I've been doing this shit for 4 years. It's time to go. And I ran to the neighbor's house, like my feet were turning purple and shit. It was crazy. It was a crazy day.
Frostbite.
so,
Oh, wow.
so I ran over to their house, and nobody was home. I was friends with them, so I just let myself in. And I locked all the windows and doors, and I called the cops, and I said, "Hey, I ran away from home. My stepmom's abusive. I'm not going back there. Take me to my mom. You know, I don't know where my mom is. This is her name. She lives in Texas. That's all I got for you, bro."
That's all I can do, but help me out. That's
Help me
crazy.
out.
Yeah. All right.
Did he let you talk to your mom?
So I didn't have her phone number. So the cops come, they pick me up, they take me to the children's home, and I stay there for a few weeks. And then I went into foster care for a few months because nobody knew where my mom was at,
Yeah.
and my parents weren't cooperating. My dad wasn't cooperating with the police, I guess.
Yeah.
So they had to hire an investigator. They found my mom. My mom had to like fight for custody of me because now the state had custody of me.
Yeah.
So it was like a custody battle. It was a long, drawn out thing, man. So,
Fuck, bro.
yeah,
So you became
a ward of the
Yeah,
state.
ward of the state, bro. Got
What
into the
the
system.
fuck?
Were you almost adopted and shit, bro? Did they put you through all of that?
No,
No?
they wouldn't put me up for adoption.
That's good.
They
Oh,
knew.
it was probably too early too, though. But they knew that your mom was out there and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
She was actively from the first day that she found out. She was
She was
like
like, I
on
know.
a plane. She was like,
That's good.
"You
Yeah.
better let me talk to him." You know.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's crazy. So he
I
didn't.
hey, look, I feel bad for you, bro.
That's one day.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
A day in the life, bro.
man,
But you said 4 years of that.
Yeah,
She treated you bad for 4 years straight.
yeah.
fucking
Why?
stepmoms, bro.
I don't know, man.
Do you talk to her? Now?
I do now, yeah. So
You like father?
I wasn't allowed to talk to them until I was 18. I think it was something with the courts. It was like I
Couldn't have contact.
had to take like polygraph tests, and they asked me all these questions about
See
stuff
you
she did.
lying about. That's wild. I guess. Yeah.
So
Wow.
whatever it was, you know, I just wanted to be done with it. I just wanted to live with my mom in Texas again, and I got that, and that's all I cared about. And but I wasn't allowed to talk to them.
So you became an adult.
Right.
Did you have choice words, or did you let it go? Did you grow out of the anger that you had towards them, resentment, any of that?
Yeah.
That's good, man, because that's important.
I was going to say he's going to shoot him.
I still talk about it in my music. you
Yeah,
know.
definitely.
But-
I just want. I mean,
What, you're cool with him?
Yeah.
he talks about how they mistreated him and how that shit has a lot to do with his life.
But why are you cool with him?
I wouldn't say cool with them. Cool is a strong word for me.
Okay.
I would say
We're cool.
I'm cool with the family, and I tolerate her that she's still there.
Yeah, I could see that.
But so you're cool with your dad?
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't be cool with mine. I'd have to run the fair one with my dad.
Well, we're black, and our dads are.
I'm just saying,
We approach those.
I would probably beat my dad over the head with a pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If my dad
Fuck.
had let my stepmom
Yeah,
put her hands
If she
on
put my and then I'll beat the brakes
I
off my
probably would have kicked
stepmom.
her out the house.
I would have beat the fuck out of my stepmom.
See, you're sick.
I would
He's
have
sick. He
beat
needed
her
help.
ass.
He needed help. Hey, bro, I'm sorry.
I would have fed her to the dogs.
I think I waited till I was 22. You know, like
Yeah.
I didn't hit 18 and say "fuck it, I forgive you." You know, it was like I was still mad, and I carried that shit with me, and I didn't talk to them. And I was in the Navy, and I was on deployment, and I was like, when am I gonna start talking to them again? You know,
Why not?
I'm gonna make it back to America here soon. I might as well connect with my whole family, not just with part of my family.
So you were in the Navy.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. How was that?
We could be here for a week, man. You guys
Yeah,
trying to
tell
take
your
my
whole
life
story.
apart.
You cool with your brothers? You good with your brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's important, man. Siblinghood. How long have you been living in Colorado?
Since 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, man, it's beautiful.
You've been close. I've been using Kansas and Texas, man. It's only up the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
not too different, but
I thought about moving back to Dallas recently, and I was like, man, Colorado's where it's at.
Yep.
It's got a lot going on for it.
Definitely. I wouldn't say Dallas got a lot going on for it right now. It's happening though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, Colorado just has a lot of money. There's so much
good
money
scene.
flowing to this motherfucker.
yeah. You feel like this is a better
Billions.
place for your music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it because you're white, or is it because it's good music?
I don't think that this city or that city has anything to do with whether or not I'm white or not, right?
Logic would beg to differ.
You think so?
I'm talking about the rapper.
I know.
You're talking about actual logic?
Yeah, he looks. I mean, they say he's half black, but I don't think so.
Was he
But-
from Massachusetts or Maryland or
Yeah. He's from the Midwest.
like you don't hear him?
Something like that.
You don't hear him shouting it out in his song like Maryland baby or something.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely
like
not.
No, you don't.
Definitely not. Yeah. that's-
You don't even know where he's from.
yeah,
I don't
truthfully.
think you- I don't- well, you listen to
Massachusetts,
Logic?
Maryland.
yeah. I
You
listen
listen
to
to,
it,
I
yeah.
used to. You remember when he was like, what do you call it? When he first came out? He was like really good at music. I'm sorry. But, yeah.
Didn't he do that suicide number song?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Nine
it.
or one? What was it?
1-800 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit sucks so
Okay. Wow.
bad. That shit. was
Dang.
like, who the fuck comes out with a song about suicide?
Well,
Fuck that.
people with mental health.
Fuck that shit.
I don't know, but nobody said that about Lil Wayne. He made a I Feel Like Dying, and
Yeah.
kids were. I was a fucking child, and I was
Yeah,
saying that shit.
I feel like dying. That shit was fire.
No, that's sick. You can't. You can.
I don't want to hear
Wayne's
no
a
song.
goat, but you can't just. You can't.
I mean, that song, the beat was good.
For what? For
I feel like dying.
Yeah, but I think it was him. He made his.
Yeah, he made the song fire. Logic didn't make that. Like, if he would have had a good, dope song about, hey, call this number if you're suicidal, I'd be like, okay, I feel him, but fuck that shit. That shit was whack. Bruh, he didn't have no good beat. I was pissed. I was like, bro, if you don't come out with something this corny.
He used to be really good at music.
He did. He
He's
really
still
did.
a talented rapper.
He's talented.
He's still lyrically.
The shit he's been on recently sucks.
Yeah, you don't like it?
It sucks. Awful. He did a song with, what's his name? Juicy J.
Gucci Mane.
He's done songs with a lot of people.
No, it's a collaborative song, so it's like
A whole bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
No. Oh my god, his verse was so terrible.
You're biased though.
Why?
I don't. You don't like Logic.
Hella
Definitely
don't.
doesn't like Logic.
Hella don't. I really don't like that man at all.
Why though?
I just don't. It's like, that's like, bro, come on.
He hit on a.
He made a lot of money. I respect that. He
Yeah.
made a incredible amount of
When
money.
he was poor and coming up, he was at Cervantes, and I was young, and he hit on a girl I was dating.
Hmm.
Yeah, backstage pass.
Was she black?
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, you're real pretty." And he's like, "How long you gonna be?" I was like, "Hold on, bro." Deadass, I swear to God.
You should be like, you gotta fuck both of us.
He wasn't rich. I
Oh,
wouldn't.
yeah.
Now, me and my girl are gonna have to take that out. We're gonna have to do that together. Little tag team soiree, you know. But that's neither here nor there.
What you gonna get out of that?
Exactly. So hopefully some
Blackmail.
money. Yeah, like.
Oh, okay. He's gonna take a video. That's
exactly.
what it is.
Video. And I'm still gonna send it to TMZ.
Yeah.
Because they pay for the videos.
That'd
And
be
also,
like-
I'm gonna extort him, and then.
It's like I did 200 bands from TMZ. For Logic,
Yeah.
That's sick.
you don't get shit from Logic.
But that still puts me in a bind. Like, wow, you had gay sex for $200K. I'm a
Alright.
little bit worth. I'm a little bit worth more than that, bro. I think I could get more. And
Alright, anyway.
you know,
He's all
I'm
like,
just
what
trying
the
to be
fuck?
positive about the situation. Like, if I'm gonna
That
do
was
it, I
sick.
need
That's the
way
come
more
up.
money.
200K an hour right there. That's the come up.
An hour? More like 5 minutes.
Well,
Hold on.
that's being generous.
Yeah,
Plus, you gotta make some phone calls to TMZ.
definitely.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm gonna use his phone.
Yeah,
Nothing I have. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, nah.
And I'm gonna just leave.
Oh my god. Alright, how many projects have you put down so far?
Not a lot. So I've been making music probably for like 10 years, but I haven't put a lot out because I just wasn't really focused on it. You know, I was in the Navy and I was doing all this other stuff, and I was focused on my other career outside of this. And one day I just realized that, you know, I've been making music this whole time, no matter where I live, no matter where I go, no matter what job I'm doing. Like, I just love making music. So I might as well take it seriously and put some stuff out there and really see how far can I take this.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
So right now I've only put out 4 singles. I put out 1 single every month since, I don't know, 4 months ago, September.
Since you took that risk?
Yeah.
Well, why 1 single?
Just because I want to be able to build up, you know, momentum and the way that I keep seeing today how the music industry is. You put out an EP and nobody has heard of you before and nobody listens to it, and then there goes your EP, and now what? You got to put together another EP just to put something out.
You know what you could do is be an industry plant.
A what?
You have to be a gang member.
No, you don't. The fuck?
Yes,
Logic the industry plant.
No, he's not. He doesn't.
Alright, who's another? Iggy Azalea is an industry plant.
Maybe, yeah, we're not denying.
She was selling out stadiums when she came out. Yeah, that's an industry plant.
Definitely.
Fucking Lizzo is an industry plant.
Nothing. Nothing.
Just has a big ass?
No, wow. Okay.
Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Hmm.
You're sick.
Who else?
Don't listen to him. Shut up.
He did.
He could be.
Bro, you have the look. You could be an industry plant.
He has a look.
Yeah.
Like who? He's looking. He's waiting. Like I need the answer too.
Yeah. You could be like. You could be the next Post Malone.
That's wild.
Damn.
That's,
Okay.
That's not a compliment though.
I mean,
Post Malone makes good music.
he's from
He's made decent.
He's from where?
Grapevine. It's like right 20 minutes from where I was at. Where I
From?
lived. Yeah. I went to school in Forney, Texas.
How old is Post Malone actually?
I don't know.
Like 20 something.
He probably is.
I never looked him up. You know?
Yeah,
How old is he?
I was like
don't know his birthday.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
how old are you?
29.
Okay, yeah, he's probably around the same age, so you should definitely probably just go that
Just
route.
become a plant.
don't.
Yeah.
What's the path?
He's not a plant.
Where's that route at? You know.
I know. How do you get in contact to be a plant? I feel like they choose you.
Yeah,
I don't know where this is going, but I know that you just don't be like, yo, I want to be an industry plant. They be like, fuck it.
Fuck it, you got
Take
the
this
look.
guy, yeah. We're gonna give you $100 million. You do what you want with it. Cause a whole bunch of ruckus.
Shoot some funny videos.
is
You know?
Justin Bieber an industry plant?
No, he's just like one of those people that they build up pop stars. Those are not industry plants. Those are like industry. I was gonna say some wild shit. Industry, just like, you know, people. That's what the industry needs to sell. So
That's true.
You need the singer.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Justin Bieber had so much promise. If he was in a boy band.
You got me thinking about that Logic line now. He's like, white Justin Bieber when something. I don't fucking know what he says. He's talking about being in the mall. Shut that shit down or something. That's what he
I
said.
know what you're talking about. I hate Logic so much. It's crazy.
Oh,
It wasn't that. It was that I was like, this guy's gonna compare me to Justin Bieber because I'm white. That's what it was.
No, I didn't.
Before
No,
I even showed
I was
up.
gonna say Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
No, Eminem.
Okay.
No. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's every white person, isn't it?
Or
raps?
Macklemore.
Probably every white rapper gets compared to
Mac?
Eminem.
Macklemore.
Yeah.
Mac Miller. What's the other dude's name? G-Eazy.
You could do G-Eazy.
No, you don't.
What do you want? What
Yeah,
do you
slick
mean?
back hair.
I'm gonna do Jeezy.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't have to fuck him. You can.
Shut up. Like, bro, you don't have to answer or say anything back to what he's saying.
I'll say like you can be an industry. It's easier for like white people to be industry plants. Way easier. When they have a black person, it's like boom. Because the black person, they just like push this narrative where people are against that narrative, and the narrative creates bigger buzz. That's with black people. With white people, it's just like an instant, and you're out of here. Like, what's her name? Taylor Swift. She's definitely an industry plant.
How's your industry?
He's just naming all the successful white people and none of the ones that failed.
Which ones failed?
We got people right
what's
here.
What's his name? Vanilla Ice had to be the first one.
Oh,
He was the first white industry plant in hip hop.
I think industry
He was.
plant
He told
means-
us. He said he did.
Industry plant means you're put in a specific industry where you flourish for no reason.
Yeah, he did.
Taylor Swift is not in hip hop.
No, yeah, you're right.
If she was a rapper, she probably would make a killing though, just because nobody.
She would make money because people are stupid.
Yeah, people would definitely eat that up. That's sad.
Miley's. No.
Oh, people would eat that.
Miley
If
Cyrus.
she was a rapper?
She was trying to rap one time.
No, she wasn't.
She like on the track, not like.
Not in real
rapper.
life?
Yeah, no.
Alright.
No, I wasn't a comparing to Justin Bieber. Can you sing?
It's all good. I try. It doesn't, you know,
I
sometimes it works
was
out.
gonna ask you to sing right now, man. Try it. There's I guess, so how many instruments do you play though?
Guitar, drums, and that's it. The rest I
Self-taught?
just kind of mess around with. Yeah.
Self-taught,
Yeah.
pretty much? Guitar the hardest?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Of the ones I know to play, yeah.
Yeah. You feel like your music can make a turn and be, because the songs that I've heard, more rap, hip-hop,
Yeah.
do you feel like you could try any type of genre?
I feel like I could try a genre, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't be as good as this genre.
I mean, because guitars and stuff, and I feel like if you can rap and play guitar, you can pretty much do anything
Yeah.
that you want with it.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
what I
produce
do.
your own?
I don't produce all my beats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most?
I do record and mix and master my own stuff, but I don't. I usually just buy the beats.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you self-taught with the mix and mastering?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's talent.
I figured he was. I mean, once you like take a liking, you don't want to pay other people to do the shit for you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true as fuck.
You go to a studio or you
I used to.
home?
I used to go to the studio, and I just at the studio. It's like every second that you're there, you're paying for that 2nd.
Mhm.
So I'm not in this like chill, relaxed vibe where I just
Yeah.
want to be creative.
Exactly.
I was like showing up to the studio, and I'd have a list of all the shit I wanted to get done, and I'd be like, "Here's what we're working on," and I'm sure the engineers were just like, "Bro,
Yeah.
chill, just relax a little bit."
It's hard to when you're thinking about like, damn, every second.
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
dollars basically.
Yeah, it is. That shit suck. You be like, damn, I spent
Kinda
$250 on
Yeah.
3 hours.
Right.
Finish one song, maybe.
Bitch.
Right.
Like didn't even finish.
And I still want to do some
mastering.
tweaks to it.
Exactly. You want to like
They
actually.
be like, oh, no.
Right.
Man, fuck you.
You got $100? Like, what do you mean? 5 minutes over.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, fuck that.
Yeah. Studio. I'm not gonna say they a scam, but
Anyways.
I
God damn,
mean,
we're
we're in
recording
one.
in the studio.
I mean, this is the best one that we've had. Not people wise.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. God damn.
All the other studios we worked at are not built for a podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
All of them are built for music. So
Yeah.
we like stand up and we stand in one mic.
Yeah.
You know how the ones are, and we talk to each other.
No, the fuck we don't. That's weird. I was like, what the fuck
You
you
stand
talking
4 inches from each other.
Yeah, so how do you feel about it?
You like gay? That's a gay joke.
Wow.
We got more coming
This
in.
dude's a homophobe.
I'm not homophobic.
Yeah, my fault, bro. I was just trying to be honest about it.
Hmm.
Whatever. Anyways.
4 singles. I need you to drop 3 projects.
Okay.
Wow. Do you how many songs do you got stored away?
At least 15 from the last 6 months.
Oh wow. From
In-
the last 6 months, 15?
Yeah, and 5 or 6 music videos that are unreleased that are already recorded that are scheduled to be released.
Oh, you
Each
just
month.
got them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not saying they have to be long projects.
Yeah.
I'm saying you should have 3 projects with at least 5 songs on them.
Okay.
Why? Yeah. Why though?
They're short and sweet
Yeah.
and replay value.
Unfortunately, the video stops here, but if you want to listen to the rest of the podcast, just click the link here or in the description, and it'll take you right to the place where you left off in the podcast. Thanks for checking out my video. Make sure you give it a like and a comment. Let me know what you liked about it. Hit that subscribe button and that alert bell so you get all the notifications about our future videos coming out. And make sure you remember what hip hop stands for. Higher inner peace, helping other people.